Thank you guys all for coming tonight. And my name's Heather Scott. I'm a state rep for District 1. The redistricting came, as you all know, and they drew a line around my house. I'm way north of here. And they drew a line around my house. They tried to get me into Canada, but that did not work. They could not get me out of Idaho, so they put me down here, but even further south, all the way down to Clearwater County. So I think we have the largest district in the state. We're District 2. I ran for the District 2A, because of the Second Amendment. And I like guns, and I got a lot of gun stickers. So please take one of those bumper stickers before you go so people can get to know me down here. I've been down in Boise for 8 years now. And a lot of times when people get down there, the first year they're pretty conservative, and the second year they start to, a lot of lobby dinners, and, they start to just slide, just like sin. A little bit of sin, and next thing you know it, you're down the bad road. I have consistently stayed strong and not compromised, and that's why they hate me. They hate me down there because they want compromise. They want you to make decisions based on what they want, not what the people want. And so I stand strong on that. I have a voting record that can prove that. The Freedom Foundation has rated me 100% in all their stuff they rate. So I guess it can be done. So I would, number one, encourage you with all your legislators. I guess you guys had Carolyn Troy before. I'm your new Carolyn Troy. I'm your replacement. It's going to get better. I promise you, it's going to get better. So it is super corrupt down there. It's super, super corrupt. And we'll fight as hard as we can. I've got some good news. We have 63 people running for office to replace a lot of the establishment people. And so all across the state, good people have stepped up. So we do have a real opportunity to turn things around. I don't know if we have time to do that. Things are happening fast, as you know. Everything's moving towards digital currency, food shortages. It's one thing after another. A new pandemic, I'm sure, is coming. They're trying to force vaccinations. Building your community is critical. Building your networks, your communities, getting to know your neighbors, even if you can't stand them, get to know them because you might need them. It's time we secure the home front, because I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. I do believe it can get better, or I wouldn't rerun. We'll know everything on May 17th. That's when we're going to see the future of this state. It is critical that we replace some of these executive positions. An AG is probably the most critical position in this state. Someone that will stand up to the federal government. So make sure when you make that choice, you make it wisely. Superintendent of Education is critical for the future of our schools. John mentioned I talked about the schools. I did a presentation, I think it was last night or the night, I think it was the night before, Thursday night, on the pornography in our schools, in the school libraries and our public libraries. And it is legal in Idaho to have pornography in our libraries for children. And I'm talking about really raunchy stuff in these kids' books for 7-year-olds, teaching them things that they shouldn't be seeing at 7 years old, that we as adults shouldn't even be looking at. So this is going on, and if you get a chance to, and if you have kids, or you know people that have kids in school, or you have a community group that you want to start an action team, I'm all about helping you get organized and getting you organized so you can push back on some of the nonsense. Hopefully you have secured your local elections. You need a good sheriff, and you need 3 county commissioners. That county level is what's going to stand in the gap when the state comes pushing down on you. Our state should be pushing back on the federal government, but they are not. So I could go on for a long time, and I'm sure I'll be back down here. I would just request, this district is huge, and I'm not the best driver, but I'll come down as much as I can. But I'm going to do a lot of things by Zoom, a lot of community meetings, so you can just be at home and Zoom in. So I would encourage you. How many people get my newsletter in here? Okay, good. If you don't get my newsletter, please sign up at the door when you leave. There's a sign-up sheet that says Heather Scott's newsletter. Please sign up for that, and that's how I will communicate with you for this area. I don't like to give a lot of money to the paper, so I do bumper stickers and hats. So if I got camo hats back there, if you can donate for them, fine. If you can't, and you just will wear it, please. That's how I advertise, hats and bumper stickers and pens. Take pens and leave them at all your liberal businesses in town. They love it. Okay, I think that's it. So thank you for coming tonight. Thank you for supporting this county. And I was talking to someone that was just concerned about the Republicans in general. The Republicans, maybe at the federal level, they're lost. The federal level is lost. But what your state, your county central committees, which are the people putting this event on, those are the people that really can make a difference. They're either big government or they're not. And you guys have a good county. Actually, the top 5 or 6 counties of the state, we all have good central committees. People that love the Constitution, they love the Lord. And so support your local central committee, get involved, help them knock doors, try to get people to vote. People that don't normally vote. Oh, one last thing. So I have, in the back, I created something called 101 Things You Can Do. And it's, I don't know if you've seen it, I have it digitally, you can download it, or I have boxes of them that I ordered 20,000 of them. These are 101 ways that you can get involved and do stuff that will help save our republic. And they're nonpartisan, they don't say anything like Republican, Democrat. So you can share them with your neighbors that might not, you don't even know what political party they are. So to connect with people, we need people to just get involved to turn the direction as fast as we can of this country and this state. So thanks for coming tonight, and I'll look forward to hearing the rest of the talks.